catches the ball and finishes very well, sets good screens, as does Steven Adams.
10 to shoot, backdoors closed, tried to deliver it there. Paul George instead sends it and scores it. Holding teams to below 43% shooting on average, which is third best.
Yeah, the thing is they have defenders across the board. A lot of their guys, multiple players, you see a foul here.
And Desmond has found some success with that little curl to the foul line in the 15-foot jumper. Paul George, his three is off. It's boarded by Bain. Essentially the clinching three of the game in Los Angeles. Paul George forced into a fadeaway. That's long, and the rebound to Bain, and Dillon Brooks doing his job defensively. Jackson off a 21-point game against the Spurs on Tuesday night.
High-level offensive player. Look at this pass. Good defense, though, by Coffey.
Coffey with a rejection. Terrence Mann, who had a good playoff run for the Clippers last year. Paul George on a post-up, baseline turn and gun, overcooked it. Zubac's an offensive rebound, and the Grizzlies have to call for time. And Morant knocks it away anyway. A look ahead for Bain. Against Mann, it's double blocked, and a loose ball picked up by Paul George. On the counterattack, Zubac. And Morant knocks it away anyway. A look ahead for Bain. Against Mann, it's double blocked, and a loose ball picked up by Paul George. On the counterattack, Zubac. A look ahead for Bain. Against Mann, it's double blocked, and a loose ball picked up by Paul George. On the counterattack, Zubac. And Zubac has 6.
He knows what we're emphasizing, so it hasn't been too big of a challenge. Now, in 3 games since his return, averaging just under 20, he was a plus 31 against Houston.
Paul George able to hit over Dillon Brooks. George is back in with Bledsoe, Mann, Kennard, and Hartenstein. Zaire missing the 3, and the rebound to Paul George.
His first coaching go-around didn't get enough respect for what he did with that Cavaliers team. Everybody said it was because it was LeBron, but the thing I always say for NBA coaching is management.
But for a 7-footer?
You know what I call that? Really 3. 3 assists a game is nice.
And Paul George. And then get the freebie against Dallas.
Woo.
And watch Morant and Doncic square off. Paul George, a fadeaway gun that goes.
Professional score. Last year, Dillon really made it a point of emphasis to become a better playmaker. Good job here on these last 2 possessions.
Anderson shadowing George. Coffey hits the 3. But he's got it now against Bain. Doubled on the baseline. Blocked. And then gets that one to drop in. But he's got it now against Bain. Doubled on the baseline. Blocked. And then gets that one to drop in. But he's got it now against Bain. Doubled on the baseline. Blocked. And then gets that one to drop in. Clippers going to play for 1. Grizzlies lead is 6. George, step back 3, put it in with 1.2. Paul George on a throwback. Jackson drives, fakes. Out of the corner, Paul George for 3, and down the well it goes. Paul George. Picked up by Brooks. Fadeaway 3 is in for Paul George. 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. He is now top 20 all-time in 3-point makes. But boy, 14 for Dillon Brooks. 6 here in the quarter. Paul George with a miss, and Jaren with a rebound.
Again, making another break out of nothing for the Grizzlies.
Paul George gives it up. Zubac. They are 3 for their last 11. Zubac a screen. Paul George another 3.
Zubac not going to come out.
George crossing over. Dillon remains in the game. Jackson a deep triple, hit another one.
Got to get a stanky face on that one. I think Morant gave the stanky face on that one, partner.
George missing a 3, long rebound. Morant taps it out.
Oh, I missed those smells, partner. I missed the smells.
Zubac screening, rescreening. Clippers turn it over. Anderson live for Zaire. The lead is 6. Paul George, his 5th 3 of the game.
Great play out of the quarter to get Jaren a wide open corner 3.
Paul George back in, foul line jumper, no. Rebound Clark. Jackson, Melton, Clark, Williams, and Tyus Jones for the Grizzlies. The last 2 seasons in this, it's the 57th game with 60 or more. That's most in the NBA. Hartenstein got the bounce. Grizzlies 62 paint points after they put up 70 against Houston. And Brandon Boston getting to the rim. Multiple threes and multiple blocks. Paul George missing, tap, rebound, captured by Tyus Jones.